Gonna mash the gas. It should go to 3,500 RPMs, or else it did it wrong. Woo! What's going on, YouTube? It is 1 month of owning the C8 Corvette, so I wanted to do a little walk around and kind of show you guys some things I learned about this car that I didn't know leaving the dealership. All right, so in 1 month, I've put 900 miles on the car, so finally got past the break-in period. So as soon as you hit 500 miles, this is what happens on the dash. Come on. There it is. Oh, it does update. Let's go. All right, so this is a couple of things that I didn't know leaving the dealership about this car. Number one, your little frunk up here, you know, you got the remote to unlock it. I thought that was the only way, but there's actually a hidden little button right here. So you can open it like this. I didn't know that, so I thought you had to hit the remote only. So second thing, yeah, there's not a whole lot of room in this car, but just enough to be dangerous. Put a couple suitcases or a backpack, I guess one small suitcase. Also, you can hook up a little charger here too, so you can actually trickle charge your car. So I know a bunch of you vet owners let your car sit, so you can charge it right there. So that's pretty cool. Don't have to, you know, go hunting for the battery and connect it all on your own. It's built in. If you ever get stuck, there's a little button right here. You'd have to be cutting too if you're stuffed in here. All right, look underneath here. It's a little dirty. I put my 900 miles on there and I have done one wash. So definitely time to clean it. I use this thing as a daily driver for about 2 weeks going to work. Just kind of getting that break-in period. Plenty of room back here to totally fit some golf clubs or whatever you want. That's about it for the back. I don't have anything super special to say. One thing that's cool about this car, on your rear end, you just lightly press it and it pulls itself down, so you don't gotta slam the rear end. Favorite feature about this car is it has auto lock. Okay, so if you have your key in your pocket, you close the door and you walk away. Let's see. There it goes. It'll auto lock. So that is pretty cool. I'm bad about locking the car, so the fact that it has that, that's pretty neat. I'll show you guys how to do that, how to add that feature. It's super simple. It's in the settings on your infotainment center. All right, note to self. If you want to fly your drone and video your car, as soon as you turn on your vehicle, the wireless CarPlay is going to connect to the Wi-Fi on your phone, and you're going to lose connection to your drone. It's going to auto land almost on top of the car. All right, so the 1LT. This one has some features that some of the 1LTs don't, maybe because it's a 2024, maybe they just decided some of the stuff is necessary. So this is the hardtop version, but we do have the rear view camera, which is a game changer because you're not seeing all of that thing. And then every time it rains, it gets all dirty anyways. So it's kind of useless. So that's an awesome option. I just leave that on all the time. Let's go through these different modes here. Start from way over here. Got your weather mode. Okay, the graphics are pretty cool. Does its little thing. That's kind of neat. And then we got my mode. So pretty customizable. You can just hit this button right here, and you know, how do you want your brakes? Do you want it track, sport, you know, touring? You can go to your engine sound. You want track, stealth. So you can basically change this however you want. Same thing with the steering, tour, sport, track. So the steering on this, it gets really tight. Like when it's in track mode, like it is solid. It is not going anywhere. So that's a pretty cool little feature to have. Okay. Then you got touring. Kind of tells you exactly what it's supposed to do. So this car doesn't have like the magnetic suspension or anything. So it's just mainly your steering, braking, like how aggressive the shifts are. And then the noise. The graphics on that one are pretty cool too. And then over here you go to track or sport. So a little bit more aggressive, everything goes red, kind of cool. And then my favorite, track mode, just looks freaking cool. I love the speedometer set up there. That's pretty neat. All right, this is how you activate launch control, which is a game changer in this car. When you turn that on, like your 0 to 60 times go way up. So basically you have your traction control button over here. You got to be in this track mode. You hit it once, your traction control, hit it again. Now you're in ESC competitive mode. When that's on, you just mash the brake and then smash the gas, give it all the way to the floor. And if you did it correctly, your RPMs are going to go up to 3,500 RPMs, and then you'll launch. So we're going to do that in just a minute whenever I leave the driveway here. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, convenient setting, go to vehicle, Got valet, buckle to drive. That is so annoying. Turn that, for me, especially like, you know, I hop in the car and just like go to the mailbox. If you don't have this on, if this is on, it's super frustrating. You get in the car, you hit drive, it will not shift. It will say, buckle your seatbelt before it'll shift. I turn that off because it's annoying. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. So with this on, when you leave your vehicle, it's going to automatically lock it if you have your key with you. I leave that on, so that's the best way to go because I'm bad about locking my doors. Other mode that we didn't talk about yet is Z mode. So that is this button right here. So you hit Z mode. That's kind of like on the fly. So, and you can also customize that too. So let's go to Z mode real quick. So as soon as I did that, the steering and everything kind of lit up, and you can change this stuff on the fly very easily. So you can set up your Z mode one way and set up my mode another way, right? So you can say my mode, maybe you want your exhaust loud, but you want everything else relaxed. And then say if, you know, somebody comes up to you and they want to race or whatever, you can have your Z mode, the more aggressive mode. So track mode, it's obviously holding the shifts a lot longer. If it's in like touring or whatever, you know, it's just going to idle down and shift really early. But as far as like downshifting and stuff, like you could just hit this thing, like it is ready to roll. But I wanted to show you how responsive the downshifts are. So you're just cruising along here. I mean, you hit it, it is there instantly. There is no hesitation or anything, and it will hold that, especially in manual mode, it will hold that for as long as you do. I mean, it'll redline on you for an hour, so be careful with it. Other than that, if you go back to regular drive mode, let's see if you can do that by holding it down. Okay, so if you want to get out of manual mode, you gotta hit the button. So now you're in drive, right? So this car is a cruising car. Like, I would have no problem daily driving this to work every day. I actually prefer it over the F-250. It just rides so smooth. Like, it doesn't feel like you're driving like a performance car. Like, as far as comfort goes, like seats are nice and comfy, AC works great. I mean, everything is driver focused. The sound system in here is like amazing. So the this one has the Bose. I don't know if all the 1LTs do, but so I'm thankful for that. And look at that. All you do is hold down both paddle shifters at the same time, which I'm gonna try and demonstrate that with one hand here. It's got the camera. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. So look, all right, I hold down both of them. See how the D is flashing like that? So I can just rev it, and then you let off and then you go. So you can do that going down the highway. So if I'm going down the highway and hit that, it'll kind of downshift to like 3,500 or so, and you're ready to roll. All right, when we get back to the house, I'll show you guys where we're at on Bad Larry. It's been a minute since I uploaded. Pretty much as soon as I got the Vet, my life kind of turned upside down for a minute. I had so much stuff going on and trying to get the garage set up so I could have both the cars in there because I didn't want to leave this out in the driveway. And I had to get the cars in the garage, so I like went crazy. You know, one thing led to another, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try and get both the cars so I can fit in the garage. Next thing you know, I'm painting the walls and laying up lights and getting crazy with it. But that's just the way we roll. So now that we got the garage looking good, it's time to get back on some YouTube action. Last night working on Bad Larry, front end, much has changed up here. I haven't had a chance to mess much the motor, did some electrical stuff, but so yesterday we got this side cut out and it's looking pretty crazy. I got the panel almost prepped and I ran into a small disaster. The guy before me did something with the top up here, and I mean, there is a, like, at one place there's almost a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch of freaking Bondo on this thing, so made a huge mess in the garage grinding that off. But so got a little more metal work there than I was expecting. This side was easy peasy, so that's where we're at on this side. So definitely anxious to get this thing cleaned up and looking good. But yeah, got it spliced together, getting there one step at a time.